Welcome back, and thank you for staying with All Angles. Now, the South African Municipal Workers Union has addressed the suspension of Joburg Roads Agency CEO Mahanuke over allegations of fake qualifications. The union has also expressed concern over the city's intention to appoint acting CEO who was involved in a 400 million rand tender graft at Joburg Roads Agency. Let's go to Pule Letshwiti-Jones, who joins us now live for that story. Pule, just give us if there's any new information that we should know ever since unions have been complaining about the CEO and the one that's expected to act. Has anyone come out there to address the people gathered outside?
Yes, Masiho, what I can tell you is that the regional secretary of SAMU did, of course, speak to the residents here, just pertaining what are some of the demands on their list, such as the one you just spoke about, the 400 million forensic investigation that took place here at the city in regards to looking into maladministration, of course, allegations of corruption in relation to the Joburg Roads Agency project. But furthermore, again, what we understand is that SAMU, after having briefed their members, they then went back inside the building where they are speaking to now acting CEO Andrew Snell to just find a way forward as to what can be the next step in the right direction in terms of addressing some of their challenges, which speaks to, most importantly, workers being equipped with sufficient resources to work when on the roads, when patching potholes, when fixing bridges. They want PPEs, amongst other gear or material that can be, used when working. But again, they want the JRA board to be dissolved. They are pointing at fingers towards numerous officials who are sitting on the board, accusing them of corruption as well, saying this is the very same corruption that's hampering progress within the agency, within the department of JRA. So that's the update for now. And they're saying that they'll be coming back with feedback in terms of the meeting that's currently taking place.
Just give us more details in terms of that 400 million rand tender graft, etc. Pule, how it came out that it was somewhat corrupt.
Yeah, so remember that we broke the story on eNCA when we looked into it thoroughly, and there were allegations of, money that was supposed to be used for certain projects in the city as well, being misused as well. There's the allegations that are made. When you looked into that forensic investigative report as well, it pointed fingers towards certain officials who, turned a blind eye to some, rules and policies that are supposed to be taken into consideration that are ignored. It pointed fingers at, the infringement of the procurement processes and supply chain procedures not being followed thoroughly. So it was quite a scathing report. But most importantly, why is it important? JRA looks into, the repairing of roads in the city, which speaks to fixing potholes, which speaks to ensuring that the bridges that you and me drive onto on a daily basis, Masiho, are well rigid and they are safe. So when that department is hampered and when the money is being misused, it means that service delivery essentially is also, or rather will also slow down as well, and that the lives of motorists on the road are at risk. You remember there's always people complaining about potholes on the roads, and therefore this is the reason why SAMU believes that this road agency in Johannesburg needs to be fixed. There needs to be proper leadership that will look into the interests of ensuring that there's service delivery, but most importantly as well, ensuring that workers are given what is rightfully theirs in terms of material that's needed to fix when operating on some of the projects on these roads.
And Pule, just lastly, when it comes to Mahanuke, obviously we know that his special leave or precautionary suspension was actually imposed because of the fact that there were allegations about fake qualifications in terms of his doctorate, etc., that apparently can be bought. Have you heard anything about when exactly the city or the JRA is expecting to have a full report on whether or not, he's been telling the truth about what he does have in terms of qualifications?
Definitely, and we're just waiting for an official from JRA to come and brief us just now to give us clarity as to what is the way forward. And like you rightly said, Mr. Mahanuke has been placed on special leave his qualifications are in question. And we don't know of when the reports will be finalized. There is a probe looking into those particular qualifications. And I may not want to divulge into much detail for now, but I can assure you that we have received that confirmation that we'll be speaking to a JRA official, speaking on behalf of the agency, and by then we'll have the full report as to what is the way forward, when this report will be finalized, and what sort of accountability measures will be taken into precaution when looking into this matter, and possibly some of the allegations that has been leveled against the JRA board, accusing them of corruption.